My dearest beloved, I want to give to you my deepest and sincerest apology. First, let me start by apologizing to myself. I apologize for making one excuse after another, for your mishaps and your inconsistencies. You see, I apologize for making you think that it was okay to mistreat me by giving me all those excuses that I overlooked. I gave you way too many passes. I apologize that I forgot to love myself in the process of loving you. And as I chased after you like a scared little girl looking for her father, when I once crossed your path, we met up again, you pushed me away. And instead of honoring your right to choose your relationships by going my separate way as you wished, I tried to dictate and control my love and force it upon you, in hopes that you will remember our love from ions and ions ago and remember my healing aura when we used to make love. But instead, because you were in your own anguish, I've caused you grief and vexation. You see, you used to challenge me, but I have come to find that I never did challenge you back enough. I didn't want to rock the boat, you see. I didn't want you to sail away from me. So I thought to myself, here lies my opportunity to prove to him that I'm strong and I'm for this love all along. But instead, I appeared to you like a crazy woman who was so addicted to your love, and I was now coming into my own. But I just had to get another hit, another fix, because I didn't want to be alone. And then I come to realize I could not handle the emotional withdrawals. So I came to you like a fiend would come to get fixed and hooked up and to be sprung. But you see, the universe had forced me. It had forced me to call me out on my own bullshit for not holding you accountable when I should have. And so it brought this wonderful gift called separation. Forgetting all about the oneness, I began chasing what seemed like to be an endless dream. I also found myself for getting angry. For getting angry at you, I would look at myself in introspection and say, how dare you project what is in him, the very thing that is in you. I used to get angry at you, you see, for not expressing your true feelings to me. I was not playing all the cards that were in my hand neither. I had a few cards behind my back too. I did not want this thing to end. And so in my fear, I withheld my hand. You see, I didn't do this in no way to be disloyal or dishonest, but I could not accept rejection again. But now I know that we will both agree that the foundation was so heavily torn down at that moment that there were no longer a platform for us to speak our truth or to even find honesty. I used to accuse you of being so ego-driven that I didn't even really see my own ego at the time at work. Please forgive me for using manipulative tactics and using my sexual energy to lure you back to me. It used to work so many times before. And in the past, I would always find my way back to you in your arms as you pulled me close. And I was once hooked again. I was once sprung. Till that one day came and it didn't work anymore. You see, I was devastated. I didn't know which way to turn. Because not to be in your arms was my nightmare taking a full turn. I forgive myself for not setting clear boundaries or agreements, judging your shortcomings instead of actually partnering with you in the most authentic and intrinsic ways, for expecting you to be my king and to rise and sit on your throne when I fell short to be your queen and left you all alone. At this now moment, I hold space for you in unconditional love, wisdom, and justice and honor, knowing that the universe will reward our hard work and nullify our shortcomings. I now, as a sovereign being, nullify and remove all past energies that no longer serves this union, for it has been transmuted with the violet ray, and only good and uplifting, loving vibrations will come our way. And we can send this to one another in hopes that it will bring the burning off the karma that does not need to be. Thank you for doing what you had to do to take care of yourself, is what you did. This showed me that I also had to take care of myself too. I used to think that you were being selfish, but now I've come to realize that now that my masculine energies are balanced with my feminine side, that this was the best thing to do. Self-love. I cannot love you if I do not love me. Self-love is what breeds love and all other relationships. It's so important for us to put ourselves first and release codependency. I now release my own codependency patterns, and the fire of truth is where I stand to be truly faithful on this journey and mission, and to fully transmute all codependencies that are in this union. I now stand here, being my true authentic self, standing in my own true authentic power as the sovereign and the divine being that I am, With Michael, the archangel, standing by my side, I am ready to lead. I am ready to lead. I am ready to lead. As the feminine that I am, so divine, to lead lovingly my divine masculine from an awakened heart, using my true divine mother energy to uplift, uphold, support, and encourage him through uncensored, unrelentless, unequivocal, and unconditional love. My love, as this story unfolds so beautifully, I ask that you do not look at me as being so weak, because this type of love is foreign to you and it may not be clearly understood, or overstood. But I ask that you look at me as the awakened soul that I am. This type of love is the only love that really truly exists. And I ask that you guard your heart from any vigilance. Don't give in when the trials come along, because they will come to test our love, as it has done in many lifetimes ago before this one. But in your soul, I know, lies the seed of manifestation. Your true divine purpose and ultimate happiness is in the manifestation of this union. Many men have spoken to me, but none have spoken to me like you have, because you speak to my soul. So I ask, please forgive me. Please forgive me for falsifying relationships and to use that as a means to a greater gains to bring you back to me through jealousy. I had no idea that this will push you further away from me. And although we are separated, and it appears as if we're living in two separate worlds, being the multi-dimensional beings that we are, the distance no longer matters, and timing has become the illusion that it is. My soul is constantly lit on fire for you daily. I have found this beautiful state of harmony that rests right within me. I have relinquished the need to have control over the outcome, and I ask that you do the same. You are myself as a single person, and I am the other half of you. Together, we are one and the same. Two heartbeats beating as one. We both have a spiritual mission to accomplish, and thy will be done. This very moment, in all directions in time and space, let our goals, values, and convictions mesh together as everything falls into place. You see, the two must become one. This is no ordinary love, but an infinite love full of infinite possibilities. You are my love. You have unlocked the door to my heart, you see. Now it's time to build a solid foundation for you and me. one where we both can build a healthy, balanced, loving, and new foundation. We do have the kind of love where people will want a standing ovation. You see, the one where most would think that it's just a fairy tale. And we both know this love quite so well. And I embrace all aspects of it. You see, I embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly because there will be no transformation without it. And there is a great transformation that is occurring within us both. It is fire that is helping us burn all that no longer needs to be so it can fall away and go into the sea of forgetfulness, out of our sight, out of our mind. My love, my king, understand, understand your worthiness and that you deserve to have a great love like this. Unlock the door to your heart and please no longer resist the beautiful divine partnership that's full of love and passion. Do not allow past disappointments to discourage you from us. You see, true love endures challenges simply because love teaches us to have faith and reassures us that anything is possible. Divine partners are here to experience the journey together, not apart. Let our love light the way for us. And at this moment, let it fill our very hearts. We now are both feeling each other's presence in our auras, and it's becoming stronger by the day as if we are always connected by this string. Like it's a strong magnetic pull that is very present. It's an indication that our love has already been manifested in the higher realms, in the heavens, and soon to come and play in the physical realms on this earth. And whether there was ever a chance that you doubt, let this love, pulsation, and vibration clear all doubt out. Receive this key, my love, that I have now placed in your hand. Be open and receptive and know that you, too, can stand. All that you need is coming to support you. Just continue to walk the rest of the way on this journey. All obstacles are being removed. Listen, follow your intuition, follow your inner guidance, and it will see you through. See, this very key that I have given unto you is the key of integration into your very awareness of self. I have given this key to you for your well-being and for your peace, to be renewed because you are being required to leave behind your current situation. I now ask that you trust in the divine matchmaker and know that this is for your highest good. When it comes to love, it will surely be understood. And just take notice that all of your earnest efforts to replace me, you have only found that you were looking for me all over again in the faces of those other women. Instead of approaching love from that angle, why don't you approach it from the way that the divine wants you to? Let our love lovingly lead and guide you through this rite of passage, the one that surely you agreed to and promised from the beginning, that no matter what, you will not let anything come between us. What a wonderful and beautiful love of expression and self-expression of truth that day. I remember it in the heavenly gates as we became one in union that day. I am not worried to rather not you choose this union in this lifetime. Because if you don't choose me, I choose me. I remember, I am awake. I have called you to awaken, but it is not for me to waken you. Are you going to hear my voice and remember that you and I contracted, that I help you to see, and remember who you are so you can fulfill your dream? You see, I have already looked for you 1,000 lifetimes. I've been separated from you. This is nothing new. It's like I have already died 1,000 deaths in this incarnations, waiting for you after incarnation after incarnation, wondering if you're ready this time. So if you don't do it again in this lifetime, I'm not going to lose my mind. So I ask that you trust your heart, trust your intuition, and let go. And allow things to heal and come together without any projections or any unwavering faith. Be completely detached from what you thought you knew and be open and willing to learn more. I can now breathe in new light, and I can breathe in the light of knowing that love will never be lost and that nothing real can be threatened. Love will always go where love is, and I love you with an eternal love, eternally, and not even death can separate us, because our love is a consuming fire and it will last eternally. Thank you, my love.